Oh, you
We're
can't.
live?
Yeah, we
No,
tired, man.
I
We
just
know
fixed it
LeBron
for
the GOAT,
Okay,
man.
Con.
That shit
And you
old.
went live at the
Message.
same time. It's all good, brother. Yep. Con. Well, shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
We are the brothers of the Great Millstone, the branch here in Chicago. And first and foremost, we want to give all praises, all honor, and glory to
Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem Rekash.
Double honors unto our apostles, double honors unto the elder bishops, and salutations to all our fellow laborers that do this work in truth and sincerity, risking their lives and their freedom to do so, now more so than ever. And real talk, now more so than ever. All right, the would-be judges, the 144,000, the tabernacle of David, who are ordained to be the ruling class government over all nations, all people here on earth, under the authority of Yahushua, who the world fraudulently and falsely calls JC, right? And to the rest of the scattered elect that are scattered around the four corners of the earth among the heathen nations that have the appearance of the heathen nations. This is not a black only thing, as many of our enemies and false prophets try to profess. And to the few Akwaf that are listening and learning, we say shalom. All right, we're just going to jump right into this thing. And as you see on the title of it, of this video, is what is the Samson option? And this is something I first heard maybe about 2 months ago, maybe about 3 months ago. And, you know, and then we all know how Samson, you know, left this world. He, you know, he destroyed all his enemies, but he died himself, all right, as a result of it. And what's really going down is that Israel knows that today, somebody get Job. Are they gonna, I think it's 20th chapter, how they're gonna be chased from the world, right? The least of the flock shall draw them out. So these Khazar deniers know that they've been exposed, man. And, you know, and trying to take control of TikTok, you know, and it wasn't even about, the same stuff is on YouTube, the same stuff is on Instagram, on Twitter and whatever. That was on TikTok. Now, TikTok did go extra hard, but, you know, that's not going to stop anything. The truth is out there now.
I got that, Job.
Bring it out, brother.
This is Job 20, and we'll start at verse 4. It says, knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon the earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment? Though his excellency mount up to the heavens, and his head reach unto the clouds, yet shall he perish forever like his own dung. They which have seen him shall say, where is he? He shall fly away as a dream, and shall not be found. Yea, he shall be chased away as a vision of the night.
Right, he's gonna be washed away like poop. You know, I've yet in my life to see anybody, you know, just cry and weep at the shitter.
Don't do it, dude.
You know, crying about, you know, I've yet to see it. Have you ever seen it?
No.
So and then that's what they're and it's not, you know, it's funny, but it's not funny, but it is funny that the Lord is actually comparing them to some shit to be washed away. Because what did people do in the ancient world? They dug a hole and buried that, you know. They shat in the hole and they covered it up and then they forgot about it, man. Okay? Esau Edom is going to be forgot about, man.
I got the other one for you.
Bring it up, brother.
This is Job 18:18. He shall be driven from light into darkness and chased out of the world.
Ooh, yeah. He's going to be driven and he's going to be chased out of the world. They know that that day is coming. They've been made bare.
I have the Samson option. I also have that Job 14:5.
Okay, go ahead. We brought it up. Let's hear some of this about the Samson option.
So it says the Samson option is a term used to describe Israel's assumed deterrence strategy of massive retaliation with nuclear weapons as a last resort if the country faces an existential threat or imminent destruction.
And they're aware that that is eventually going to happen. And the way that the balance has been balancing, we've been saying it for forever, that is about to be Israel and America against the whole world. And Israel has leverage here in America. You got all these NGO, you know, the ADL, APAC, all these different very powerful NGOs, non-government organizations, for those of you who don't know what that means, that actually make decisions for your government. And control law, what you can and cannot say. right? They have fully taken control of the First Amendment and pushed it to the side, and not in the name of national security, but in the name of you not telling on them.
Yeah.
All right, ain't no they like so now ain't gonna be no nan. I'm going to tell.
Yeah.
They cutting it there. They making sure that you can't do that, man.
The head of the ADL just plainly said, he said, we're monitoring you. He said on your video game, your phone, he just said everything. So wherever you're talking at, they're listening 24/7 to see if you mention Jewish motherfuckers. Man.
Yeah, and of course there's certain words that are gonna trigger the algorithm. You say something negative about some Jewish this or Jewish that or Zionist this and Zionist that, they're going to immediately zero in on you and shut you down. All right?
I got a quote from Voltaire.
Okay.
This is the Voltaire quote that we all are very familiar with. It says, if you want to know who controls you, look at who you are not allowed to criticize.
All right. And so, I played that video yesterday of the Khazar denier, bragging about 50% ownership of the NFL, the 30% ownership of Major League Baseball, 30+% of the NBA, and 30+% of the National Hockey. Bragging about it. Said we don't play the sports, but we own the sports. He was bragging about it. And so and then on the top of the video, it's got Kanye with the phone and the picture of all the red of the things that the Khazar deniers actually control. Exactly. So it's like, what the fuck did he apologize? This guy just admitted everything Kanye said. Yep. What are you making them apologize? And then this weird alliance with Nazism. I thought, it's funny. I just find it really weird that the IDF is doing all these things with Nazis. They like together. It's makes you question what really happened, what's really going on.
Well, it was a lot of high-ranking military men in the German army during World War II that were Jewish.
Yep.
Openly Jewish. It wasn't like some secret. High-ranking officers were Jewish.
Because we know that the Israel and America both supported the Azov battalion with what's his name, the little weirdo, the cross guard over there in Ukraine. Zelensky, thank you. All right, and we ain't talking about no cross guard crossing you up either.
No.
All right, you go figure it out. Okay.
Messy.
But the Azov battalion is openly racist Nazis with Nazi insignias, and it's funny too that their insignia is the same insignia too as the ancient Khazars too. All right, so you got Nazis with ancient Khazar insignias, and then you got Khazar deniers doing things together. It's just things that make you go, but continue, brother.
This is the Job 14:5. It says, seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds, he cannot pass. Yeah. So he got this expiration day. So with that expiration is going to come what? The Jacob's trouble, the labeling of hate groups, of people that come against the status quo, man. Because really, they basically kept giving that update for when they did that happen. Now, like the others say, now these ideas and these things, they're also on these other platforms. However, TikTok was giving you instant access to those minute videos, so you were consuming more of this content, okay, and it was created to do so. So the algorithm was made to if you were talking about pro-Palestinian or pro-whatever or anti-this or anti-that, now with this update, everybody was basically trying to figure out why they were all going back and why the system was fucking up. It's basically them going back and taking control and marking your comments, man.
Because if you're talking with Leo Frank
of CUF file.
He had murdered a regular white girl, which is what they would call a goy. You know what I'm saying? Murdered her and try to blame it on the Negro. And that's how it started. And this is how it's always functioned.
And they went to him, they caught him, and they then they executed him. They put him on trial and executed him.
Yep.
So they wanted to come to his defense because we've even seen the protests as of recently. They were fighting for the right to rape. So in their culture, all right, they're
The Talmud.
you know, in their culture, they have the right to rape. So now it makes sense to me why the ADL came to this man's defense. All right, no, because you're right, because you would not hear in their culture, you cannot force,
You cannot slap.
right, you won't hear that. All right, there were protests of for the soldiers who got locked up by the little, or who got in trouble because of the little blonde lady. All right, over there. All right, who was a minister of something, whatever her name was. She was actually decent looking too, especially for a woman her age. I'm like, damn, man, this one was probably pretty good a couple years ago. But
Pretty good.
but yeah, but nevertheless, she ousted them and wanted to punish them before the world, and they came against her.
Yep.
BB Net Doodoo said this is a travesty and break of trust, and you thinking he about to say something about the dudes who put a bunch of shields around the man and it took his booty virginity against his will. All right, and no, how dare you punish these soldiers for taking his booty?
Yeah.
All right, and they literally, and the people of Israel protested in anger. Someone can find it. There's footage of it.
Yeah.
They protested in anger for the right to grape.
Men.
So now it makes sense why the ADL defended. What was his name again?
Leo Frank.
Leo Frank. Why it was in his name, because from the American Edomites, American Christians, right? We keep talking about this war between Judaism and white Edomite Judaism and Edomite Christianity. There's a war, and they're pointing fingers at each other. All right, not all of them are getting along. Because because Christianity, especially right-wing Christianity, is completely and totally anti stuff. All right, and we know what the Talmud says about white Jesus.
Yeah.
About what's going on in him. He's boiling in excrement and all kind of weird. His mama was for the streets. I mean, they say all kind of stuff. What you got, Saint Benjamin?
Well, just gonna read the title, but you just Google Israel soldiers protest pro rape. Videos pop. We did videos on this. The videos pop up, and the title: Israeli protesters rally for the right to rape prisoners. This is Al Jazeera English, August 13, 2024. And there's multiple videos, the same thing. And I remember that video talking about they went behind like a rug or something, went in between the wall and this, and the soldiers there, and
they put shields up. They put those
anti-protest shields.
Yeah, those protest shields, and they shielded, and basically had him trapped in the middle of the circle, and they took turns on his booty, man.
Yeah,
all right,
all freaky deaky, man.
So, and these are supposed to be the people of the Lord. Right. This you're defending. This is what Christianity. John Hagee and Kenneth, whatever his name, Copeland. This is who they're, defending. Okay.
I think it was a Jewish lady that basically said it. She said, what you guys don't understand is that white Christians want Jesus Christ to come back so he can, so basically he could go throw us in a lake of fire. He was basically saying that that's why the Jews really hate the Christians, because they're like saying that the Christians are hoping that, the Lord comes back, but it's gonna put them, basically gonna punish them for what they're doing. And they're like, well, shit, that's why we're anti-Jesus Christ, because he's basically gonna come punish us. Yeah. So it was like you got the so-called Jews basically going at it with the Christians.
They go
and I got a Salaki, brother. I got an argument between what you just said.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Let me read this real quick. This was from Nick Fuentes.
Yeah.
And as Nabi. All right, and this guy got kicked off, I believe, Twitch.
Yes.
Because he said something about Zionists, and he mentioned the word Zionist, and then he mentioned another word, that has something to do with we're not supposed to eat.
Right.
And he mentioned that, and because he put those two words together, he got kicked off Twitch for a week. So this is a back and forth between him and Nicholas Fuentes, and it says. Is Jewish censorship not just Israel, but you'll never go there? And then Hasanabi responded, I won't go there because I'm not a fucking moron, and it's not about Judaism, no matter how hard you Jonathan Greenblatt, and Mark Levin all claim it's tied. Get your booger-eating, bicurious Mexican Nazi
Get him.
out of here and go sell some more Epstein hoodies, little man.
Damn.
That's so. So I,
He just roasted the fuck out of his ass.
all right. So, so Nick Fuentes took that on the chin,
Oh, shit.
and he says, "Yeah, bro, the Jewish state of Israel, the ADL, project the B'nai B'rith and their Jewish billionaire benefactors having nothing to do with Jewishness, laughing my fucking ass off." So he's still trying to make it sound like B'nai, is just ignorant of the fact. It says, "You say they're supporting ICE is Z-ist." All right, we'll try to avoid saying that word. Rock a shot, brother.
Damn.
I think you need to step out the room, brother. But it says, brother, when you gonna step out the room? What part of it did you not understand? It says, but mass migration is the most J-ist policy of all time, and you are a collaborator. All right, so they going back and forth with each other. So Hassan Nabi said, "You think Jays are monolithic because you are simple-minded. You believe in tribalism. I recognize class. You foment enmity against entire subgroups and divide the working class because you're a slave to Trump and his billionaires that all defend Israel because of their investments," which is probably a lot of truth to that statement. And then he went on to say, you can say Nazi pig on Twitch. You can say Democratic pig on Twitch. And now, is Twitch American?
Yes.
Okay. All right. And you can say Republican pig. You can say Islamic pig. You cannot say Z-ist pig. The ADL, which is an arm of Israel's suppression in the West that works with law enforcement, does espionage, has made it a bannable offense. So you got to, man, this serious business, because is this not America? All right, but it's, to some people, is J-America at this point.
Right.
Okay, because I know in some states they're putting their flags above the American flag.
Right.
But kids have to, learn their Pledge of Allegiance.
Right. That's how you vanquish free speech.
Yeah.
And that's what's gonna cause these devils, because when they come for free speech, they're gonna come for the gun.
They're coming for two next. So,
Exactly.
so basically, they've alleviated in most places one. And we all believe that and that's in the workings, that when they come after two, that's when finally Esau he gonna stop bending over and taking it, and he really gonna lose it. Yeah, he gonna lose it, man, because he already pissed, that Becky keep getting stroked out by Jake, and she proudly putting it all over the internet, the videos and the monologue, and so that's what Becky's the one putting it out there, and so I find it interesting to see Becky come so hard against her own men the same way that Judite women came against, even worse in this case.
Just recently, me and Bunya almost had an incident, man, just the other night, man. Bunya had the white woman, man. Niggas, these fucking white the white girl come up to me, "Hey, the guy right there, he's angry, he's mad." I said, "Guess what? The bouncers, those are our friends. So when we beat his ass, they're gonna help us." So you go tell him that. She said, "I should tell him." Like, yeah, you should go tell him. Yeah. So she runs and go tell him. We just saw the look on his face. The nigga face was cooking, bro. He was mad, bro. But hey, it's up for that nigga, bro.
It is, man. And it's just, I find it comical. It's just video after video. They pop up everywhere, man. On YouTube, on the Instagram, on Facebook, it is what it is, man. Foreign Edomites and just strange women from other countries You know, they can barely speak English, but they know how to say black guy.
Yes. Black
You
man.
know, don't because hey, I walk the streets of Thailand, so I've heard those very words. Chocolate man, I've heard that
Before the passport.
You just walk way before the before the passport broke
Put
movement.
that out there.
All right, okay, decades before.
Message.
All right, so they've been these foreign women have really been on the chocolate man, for a very, very long time. Because even going back when things were really bad here in America, and guess what? Even low key in America, they still was on the chocolate man. They just kept that shit here.
In Vietnam.
All right.
I mean, the Edomite women doing slavery. What they would do?
I was just gonna say that.
They would go get that Pringles can.
Block 'em now.
Say it's a line of Pringles cans tied up in the palm.
Remember Pop go now back and get you one.
Yeah, they had a show called North and South. I don't know if you remember that, Elder. North and South with Kirstie Alley.
Yeah.
It was an old show, but it was about the Civil War.
She had a Jake.
And in that she fell in love with a slave.
Kirstie Alley.
Kirstie Alley.
Let me tell you a story.
Oh shit, I gotta hear this.
No, I can't do that.
Okay.
No, let's put it this way. I had a client who was personal friend with her.
Okay.
Back when I was, when I used to work in that business, and anyway.
Okay, all right. Okay.
Show you that boink up boink.
Man, I was.
Well, no, that never went down, but yeah.
That was I was in love with that.
Go ahead, brother.
Deuteronomy chapter 30, verse 7.
Perfect.
And the Lord Yahweh thy power will put all these curses upon thine enemies and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee. So it's time for Esau, man. It's your turn.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Our women come up against us. Right? And now you're starting to feel the same motherfucking energy and vibration.
And we,
right.
And it's a beautiful thing to witness. It really is.
What make it even more special? Esau did it to yourself.
Yes.
Right.
You set up feminism. You gave your women power, man.
Right, dummy.
You shot yourself in the foot. You dug your own pit, man.
Yeah, because you know what it is, Saint Benji. When he set up those miscegenation laws, in the 1600s, shortly after he proclaimed himself to be white in 1681, he set up those laws to prevent Becky from being with Jake and Ephraim, because they were doing that. The women at that time, it was the women that were coming over from Europe were choosing to be with Judah and Gad.
Yeah, I read about that.
All right, it's records of it. They were choosing to be with Judah and Gad. So what Esau did was, especially once he reclassified everybody, and he reclassified them both as Negroes. So there's a lot of Native Americans that got called Negro, and a lot of and vice versa. He blended them all together. All right, but what he did was he made, the Edomite women that chose to be with them also have to endure their servitude service.
Right.
And then what he did to break that up too was to stop it from happening. He also made their children, all their children would also become slaves, even if they look complete and totally white. So basically, Esau made their lives so miserable to where the Edomite woman just decided, okay, we might as well just be with them, because if we not, and that's literally what happened. All right, that's literally what's happening. There's historical records of what I'm sharing with you. What you got, brother?
This is Sirach 25:7. Perfect. There be 9 things which I have judged in my heart to be happy.
Job 27:15.
And the 10th I will utter with my tongue. A man that have joy of his children, and he that liveth to see the fall of his enemy.
Right, and then it's funny because I remember a couple months ago, Apostle Tahar, not Apostle Tahar, but Apostle Gabar was going in on this subject matter, and he was talking about the that rebellion that happened at that time in the 1880s. What was it called? It was called the Bacon's Rebellion. All right, and so that was a part of it. And what happened was all the poor people, even the Edomites, all right, and Jake was, and then the Jakes that were indentured servants at the time, some of the Jakes that were, and some of the Edomites that were indentured servants, and even some of the Chinese, and then you had Gad. They what they were doing was they got together and they started going against the wealthy people. All right, and and so that's what Esau did when he decided, well, I need to break this shit up. All right, because I got to turn these people. So what he did was he gave people that looked like them. That's when he created the whiteness, and all he did was that he gave them a prestige that they didn't have before, and it worked like a charm, because in a short few years they got front of the line privileges. You always got to go to the front of the line. Niggas had to get off the sidewalk for you. Heathens could not take you to court. They couldn't legally be with your women anymore, because Esau be in the field with Judah, working his ass off, and then Judah will walk off with the white girl at the end of the day.
Really?
All right, and this fucking nigger, right?
Take that.
All right, but yeah, he had to take that. Mm-hmm. So they broke all that up, and that's what they did, and it was called miscegenation laws. They want to look that up, and that prevented you from owning property. It prevented you from owning a firearm.
Arrested development.
Exactly. It prevented you from owning land, and it prevented you from being able to take a white male to court. So it took away the rights of men of color. You know, not just Negroes, but natives, the Chinese, and all the other immigrants that happened to be here in the Americas around that time. All right, and as a result of that, like I said, it gave Edomites a sense of privilege that they had never had before, and they began to love it. And then it also became, beneficial to Edomite women, and that was the only reason how they got their women back. All right,
I got it on Google.
And there's record of this. Go ahead.
That, Joe.
This is
Oh.
I got the miscegenation.
Okay.
Miscegenation
Yeah,
laws
sure.
were state level statutes in the U.S. that prohibited interracial marriage and, in some cases, sexual relations, acting as a key component of white supremacy and racial segregation.
Right. So they had to create laws to keep their women away from Jake. You understand what I'm saying?
How about little
They
dick
literally had the little dick energy, man.
Little dick
They
energy.
really had to create laws to keep their women away from Jake.
Because if I may say, because just like the example I gave you, me and Bunya being at the bar the other day, it's like when Jake sees a nigga woman leave with a white man, we don't got that kind of reaction, bro. I'm sitting there watching this man, motherfuckers bumping them, motherfuckers trying to hit him with the dough, motherfuckers trying to start shit. I'm looking like, nigga, one of y'all pull it, I'm gonna fuck y'all up, man. You know what I'm saying? But that's what it was, bro. They can't take it, bro. This is a bitch, bro. See, we take it like a man. You know what I'm saying? When we see motherfucking Keisha with Esau, fuck it. Fuck that bitch.
Fucking laugh.
Right.
We laugh.
Yeah.
Y'all both, you deserve each other.
You know that you about to get used and not pleased.
Yeah.
That's what you about to do.
You know you're goofy.
You right. And he might set you out to his homies.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Right? So, because we didn't,
Or chop you up.
You're going to get ghetto gagged and you're going to get ate. But not the way
Not
you
the way
like
you-
it. Go ahead, brother.
This is so it's
Put the
funny.
lotion in the bag.
So these miscegenation laws, they were intact all the way up until damn near the year 2000. It says,
wow.
So they were intact from that time up until 1967.
Because they used some of that against, what's his name? Jack Johnson.
Jack
I got it right. I'm holding
That was the man
right
that-
here.
That's the man.
The man.
That's
That's what I got right
That's
here.
what they just hit Diddy
Yeah.
and
They just hit
Diddy and R. Kelly with that shit.
The man.
That laws. All the shit they putting out, they show you in the public. They got in jail for that. He got in jail for being a gay free, for transporting a female in the intent to have sex with. That's the law he's broken.
Right.
So with all this Epstein stuff coming out, including your president and high-ranking American officials, all right, hey, fuck y'all, free R. Kelly, man. But go ahead.
Yeah.
It says, although the 1967 ruling nullified them, the miscegenation laws, it says some states did not officially remove the language of their constitutions until decades later. Example, Alabama in the year 2000. So it's 2026, man. So like the Elder St. Benjamin was saying, like the Elder Malcolm was saying, Jake's still getting hit with this shit that was put in law during days of slavery. So we never got out of so-called slavery, man.
So miscegenation laws are still, on top of all other shit. Go ahead and get that scripture, y'all. And somebody get Zechariah 11:5 to the Bible shop.
This is the book of Job, chapter 27, verse 15. It says, those that remain of him shall be buried in death, and his widows shall not weep.
Damn. And so his widow should not weep, man.
He gonna laugh.
So we could go on Instagram, maybe even TikTok. They haven't censored those yet. They really just worrying about censoring anything that's exposing, the J-ish, and the Khazar deniers. But, you still gonna have all them videos on there of Edomite women clowning Edomite men.
Oh yeah.
All right.
And a lot of their children. I just seen a video today. I think I sent it to you. They recording all the little Edomite babies. They little kids, and they see how Jake is, and they're like, "I want to be black. I want to grow up and be a black woman."
They want to be. They want to be cool. They want to have. They want flavor, man.
Yeah.
It's like I want to be no nerd. All right. And what was I sent the video out to a couple brothers yesterday. It was a joke, but it had this Edomite in a pool, and he in the pool, and they're showing him looking around, and then he see this Edomite with this fat, she had the rumper, she had the dumpster. Man, she had the round tire like the moon, and she had the hips to go with it. And I mean it, and it had to be at least 6 inches from her leg,
Man.
at least. Okay, from her leg, the way it, is set out. Yeah. And so he in the water. See, just a look on your face. That was a look on his face. All right. So he in the water. So he like, looking at it, and then she turns. That was the side view. Then she turned around with her butt to him, and on her bikini bottoms, it said "No white boys." And then he was like,
Then I came out.
It was hilarious, bro.
This little girl's Italian and Armenian. You see how she listens to the, she thinks she's Mexican. She says I guess her father's Armenian and her mother's Italian. She's like, my daughter's Armenian and Italian, but she thinks she's Mexican. So she's in there pounding the music.
She loves that shit too.
Yeah.
And she all off beat with it too, but she pounding that shit though.
Man, basically, like the whole world, man. Man, well, look, Esau's only popular because he got money. Other than that, man, he has no salt. Man, like the brother said, even when we went up to Northside, even if they don't want to come up, they're like, they just keep looking at you like, I wonder what it's like to be them. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Looking at you like, you're a fucking.
Yeah, we went on a raid.
Yeah, so they just, man, but Esau knows his time through, man. Yeah. Man, he just, go ahead. Sorry.
This is Psalms 94 and 20. It says, shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee, which frameth mischief by your law? Right, so that man that was really mischief, some bullshit.
Reggie just sent it to me. Let me read it. It said on October 3rd, 2025, Shah Diddy Combs was sentenced to 4 years and 2 months in federal prison following the July 2nd, 2025 conviction for violating the Mann Act. So they got him with the same shit they got Jack Johnson.
They couldn't get him, so they had to get him with something.
Which prohibits the transporting of individuals across state lines for prostitution. He was acquitted of more sex trafficking and racketeering charges. So all that freaky shit he did, that's what he got hit with.
Beating up, getting the footage of him beating up on the bitch. None of that shit charged with. He charged
and then what's even worse is with R. Kelly, it's all hearsay.
Yeah.
Right.
All right. Yeah. It was no. And the same thing happened with Bill Cosby. It was all hearsay.
Yep. No facts. No evidence.
Just all hearsay. No videos. No. The one video surfaced and I'm like Riley. From Boondocks.
Yeah.
He was like, I'm little. That girl wasn't little. Riley was my man, bro. That dude was funny as hell. But you got it, brother.
I have a little bit on Jack Johnson. It say Jack Johnson, the first black world heavyweight boxing champion, faced intense racial persecution in the early 20th century for his romantic relationships with white women.
And just keep it there. Don't lose that spot. And that's the main reason why they were coming after him. And because this man, they had been spending, it had already been 100 years of them pushing that Johann Blumenbach bullshit about racial superiority. Right. All right.
Right.
Okay, I went down a list of inventions from the 1800s yesterday. I'll probably do it again tonight. All right. So the thing is that superiority thing was proven to be a lie 1,000 times over. All right. And Jack knocked out every white man that got in the ring with him. All right. He beat their ass.
them before they
and then he left the ring and let them know that he's about to daddy long stroke one of their women. And so it's like, yeah, I done knocked you out. Over you, I done knocked you the fuck out. And now I'm about to go bang one of your women. Bang! And so, what's right?
This shit crazy.
With a mouthful of gold, nigga.
The nigga, cause I reading this shit again. If you fly a bitch out,
yeah,
you can get hit with the man. Then,
yeah,
she get
this bitch.
Out.
You so right. Oh, so if you talk to on the plane, and you know, or you send her the tickets
long
or
distance
whatever,
relationship,
and she come to you, they can turn around and hit you with the man.
Passport.
Wow, bro. Well, go ahead, finish it, brother.
He openly defied social conventions of the era, marrying white women and having relationships with others, including Belle Schreiber, which prompted federal authorities to use the man.
Oh, so he had one of them J.S. women.
Oh, Belle Schreiber.
Oh, yeah, they didn't like that.
Oh, my God.
How dare this?
He was all in the sherbet.
It says prompted federal authorities to use the Mann Act to imprison him in 1913.
Damn. And that's where he invented the monkey wrench.
Yeah.
Well, it was it wasn't called the monkey wrench. It was called something else. But they started nicknaming the monkey wrench because it was, because it was a monkey that created it.
Right.
So, matter of fact, that prompted me to let me go to the receipts real quick.
Amazing.
Chuck Berry too?
Right yeah, so
we finna. It's gonna be a man act on you, motherfucker, you fucking bitch.
Right.
It's gonna be a man act on your
think
ass.
about it. This was done by the man
bitch.
that transported women and children across seas.
Yeah.
And sold them. And sold them into sex slavery.
And to this day,
he set up brothels,
especially,
and then he had a special extra love for the red bone, especially down in Louisiana around the area. He set up brothels full of our women, young, as young as 12 and 13 years old, all the way up until whatever age, and put them in those brothels for white men and travelers to come and get off on.
And young boys too.
Yeah, that too.
They show you that in that damn.
And so this is the same man that comes with the what a hypocrite, man.
Yeah. And they still do this to this day.
Yeah.
Like the massage parlors, they swap them women out. Every week is new women. Them bitches coming in fresh off the boat. Swapped out, man.
Oh, I got new bitches.
Yeah. They text you
come get massage. Happy ending.
They let you know. They let you know they get a new inventory. When they get a new inventory, they text you too.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Fresh fish.
Yeah. They're customer service, man. Hey,
This is Revelation 18 and 11. The merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her, for no man buyeth their merchandise anymore. Straight to the point, verse 13.
No, just read through.
Okay, verse 12. The merchandise of gold and silver and precious stones and pearls and fine linen and purple and silk and scarlet and all thine wood, and all manner of vessels of ivory, and all manner of vessels of precious wood, and of brass and iron and marble.
Thank you.
And cinnamon and odors and ointments and frankincense and wine.
And America imports everything, so we getting all this stuff, man. Go ahead.
I imagine what the dark web.
Oh my God.
List say.
Man.
I can only imagine what the dark web list say.
It's gonna mention something to look.
But go ahead, brother.
Hell yeah.
And oil and fine flour and wheat and beasts and sheep, horses and chariots and slaves and souls of men.
There you go. So that's part of the merchandise that's still sold today.
Yep.
The black, like the other Malcolm said, the black market shit.
Yeah.
So you got, hey, like this is still mentioning this. You got like that movie, Taken. Taken. We ain't mentioned that one.
3 of them.
Liam Neeson.
Yeah,
the latest one with Working Man. with Jason Statham when they took his boss's daughter.
As they do, they take the bitch, saying, "Oh, this is the American woman. She's worth even more."
Yep.
They take her to sell you into all type of slavery, sex slavery,
Ishmael,
actual slavery. It's this shit wild, man. And not just over there. They flush over here again. The back pages. They had the back page.
Well, that's what Epstein was doing, for the most part. All right, and they made sure when you got them, he invited, come get massage.
Rala brought us to
the
my
cameras
attention.
was on.
It's like I didn't even interrupt you.
No, go ahead, brother.
Rala brought the pause thought it was done. My bad. He had brought up when the workers went on strike. The freight workers and shit, when they went on strike, they was hearing people in them damn containers.
Yeah.
And that's really why they went on strike. Like, give us a raise so we don't tell your secrets.
That's what they said. They say, give us a raise because we hear all your dirty work and we don't say nothing about it. They say, cut.
I couldn't, man. That's
he said it on the news.
Yeah,
he said it while
I got too much. Yeah, I would have got fired from that job, bro.
He probably would
have been opening up containers and letting people out, all kind of shit.
Yes, you're free, but you come.
All the newer containers, they have to have holes in them now because they will find exactly. So they will find so many people in those containers, and then they'll cover it, and it's supposed to have people in it. Certain containers you're not supposed to cover because that's the one. So now they got holes in all the new ones.
Wow.
So it's part of the process. Yep. That's why them niggas getting, goddamn it, 300,000 a year.
Well, that was that movie. Now, I watched that movie. That movie was wild, bro. I forget the name of it. It came out last year.
I know
the best in the container.
Oh yeah, you want to continue to save that
man,
stuff. Yeah. That shit was cold. Yeah.
We had us watch it.
Yeah,
man, that movie was heavy, bro. And she could hear them people going under.
Yeah.
You know? When the container because the storm came, they got snatched up and put in them containers. And the storm came, and those containers fell off the ship into the sea. And she could hear people drowning. You know, when their containers filled up with water and they started sinking.
Yeah.
And hers was, and she's pregnant.
Yeah.
And he tried to get a signal to her husband, and the husband was trying to get out to her, and it was crazy, bro. That was a mind fuck right there.
That shit happened all the time. It was a girl that did she was on the phone with a friend, and she called the police because her friend went on a date with some nigga from the Facebook app. So she trying to track the location of her friend. She said she ended up in a shipping yard. Her friend was at a shipping yard. Right? She called the police. The police ain't doing nothing about it. Police don't do it because they all in on it. So she say the next day she was in Africa, the west coast of Africa. The next day. So she tracked her location and she was on the west coast of Africa. So ain't no telling, cause you know the western coast like Liberia.
Yeah,
that's a big place for slavery because Ishmael still got that the slavery out there.
Yeah,
probably over
Saudi Arabia.
They selling
she in
Israel
the Emirates somewhere.
Yeah, especially in Saudi Arabia.
She in some sheikhs, some rich sheikhs harem.
Yeah.
They still got slavery in America. It's still in certain spots. I forgot.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Prison.
In Florida, they show the Haitians, the one that work for the
big business.
Well, that's how America started. Fucking human trafficking. That's how
the stock market.
And then they try to deny it and talk as if that was not the case.
Exactly. Right. Can I bring this out real quick?
Absolutely, bro.
This is Revelations 18 and 13. And cinnamon and odors and ointment.
He just read that.
Oh, he just read that? It's like it slipped my mind. But let me quote I want to precept it too because that's one of the things that America is going to be in this place, man. And I'm thinking about it talks about, it says the tender mercies of the wicked is cruel, man. It says every wise man taketh care for his beast, man, but the tender mercies of the wicked is cruel. And what we're talking about and what I'm hearing about is fucking cruel and unusual fucking shit, bro.
Yeah, Esau, he not even. He say you do steal a pearl, you got some slaves or whatever. You ain't even taking care of your property, nigga.
Exactly.
It's all type of story. You hear about stories of these niggas with adrenochrome and all the shit you doing to people. Nigga, you are wicked, dude. Yeah. You a fucking creep, man.
Yeah.
And you don't think there's a reward for that?
And that movie. Sleep Doctor, Part 2 of The Shining.
Dr. Sleep.
Dr. Sleep.
Oh, yeah.
You know, that was a heavy movie, man.
Yeah.
That was a heavy movie, and they showed you You know, they put it right in your face. The way those people are like vampires over that life force, over that adrenal cortex.
It's untouchable.
Okay.
That's in Jupiter's,
That's why Ellen
is in Jupiter's ascendant too.
Okay.
Ellen DeGeneres. That's why she degenerated. She
lost the plug. She couldn't get it no more.
She lost the plug phone number.
It was one dude. It was one dude. It's two incidents. Steve Harvey show. The woman came and she put some stuff on his face.
Oh.
And she took put some stuff on his face. And his wrinkles like went right away. And he was like, man, what the fuck is this stuff made of?
They're coming out with a movie right now called Beautiful.
I've been watching it.
On the show.
I watched it I gotta finish it because the little guys are at the house, so I wasn't watching it. I probably finished watching the episode tonight, but that's wild, bro. And they basically what they do is they give you some. They get basically it's an STD, and how they do it though is no, they literally they give you it's a drug, but they giving it to you in the form of an STD. So the first guy to get it, you know, the chubby Jake that got it, first he took a shot and it did change him. He looked weird as hell, but you know, and then it just makes the opposite. All these white girls was attracted to him, but then you know he wanted more, so he went to the place.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yes.
And so that he was so mad he went into the office with a gun. He was gonna kill the dude.
Fat boy.
And the dude said, no, I got one more thing for you. I want one more thing for you. It'll work. It'll really work. He said, you lied to me. You lied to me. All right. And so he took him. It's bugged out, bro. And he takes him to a hotel room, and then this person walks in in this big ass overcoat. You can't really see him. All right. And then she walks into the room and he's like, where is he? He said he's in there in the room on the bed. She was like, okay, you can leave now. She come out the coat. The broad is bad.
Right.
Right. So she walks in the room and she pushes him on the bed and said, lay down, just enjoy the ride. Don't talk.
Right.
So this nigga got sick, threw up, he was vomiting, and next thing you know, his body contorted. He literally pulled all his excess off and he came out slim in his shape and extra good looking.
That shit crazy.
All right, and so he thought he was gonna die.
Yeah.
And that's literally what happens. And eventually you do die because your temperature just goes so high till you literally you go crazy, you blow up, and it gives you superhuman strength before you die too.
That shit crazy.
So it's crazy, bro. It's crazy.
Remember that movie on it's called Him? Dude, they had the blood transfusion. Blood of the gods. He was like, you feel the adrenaline and shit. They were sharing blood and shit, man.
This is another movie when Demi Moore she trade. It's like they get a body like a younger self. It's like a certain time she.
No, I see.
Face off.
Huh?
I'm not familiar with the one you're talking about.
But when they put the stuff on Steve Harvey's face, he said, "What is this stuff made of?" And she said, "Hold on," and she was trying to break it to him, and then somebody else told him it was. I think it was.
I remember that.
Yeah,
she said baby fetuses.
Baby foreskin.
Oh yeah, it was baby foreskin.
It was baby foreskin.
And he's like, "What the fuck you get?"
He said, "Well, he looked like bitch."
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know, and because he put it on his face.
Yeah, she put it on his face.
So, you know, he was amazed, and then he found out, you know, but it was another dude who came on one of them shows. I forgot. I think it was the Wendy Williams show. What you call it? Cross Train. Yeah. He was on there, and it's like, you look good. How old are you? What's your secret? I put baby's blood on my face. I drink like baby's blood. And he was laughing about it. The crowd was like, whoa.
I remember that. I remember that.
You know what I'm saying?
But Shimon got a scripture, brother.
This is Leviticus 17 and 13. And whatsoever man that be of the children of Israel or of the strangers that sojourn among you, which hunted and catcheth any beast of fowl that may be eaten, he shall even pour out the blood thereof and cover it with dust. For it is the life of all flesh, the blood of it is for the life thereof. Therefore I said unto the children of Israel, ye shall eat the blood of no man of flesh, for the life of all flesh is the blood thereof. Whosoever eat it shall be cut off.
Right, it's talking about those odious works.
It was never meant for humankind to eat blood, man.
Yeah.
Especially the children of Israel. Never meant for man to do that. Beasts can do that.
Yeah.
You know, beasts eat the flesh of other beasts. You know, a lion and big cats. You know, they hunt down their prey and they eat. You know, and they eat them so that and they get the blood. Especially if there's no water sources around. That's the way they survive. But man, it was never meant to be so, man.
And look how desensitized everybody is to it. Because everybody knows now Hollywood, they know about these rituals now. It's all common knowledge now, bro. The odious, we talk about the odious works of witchcraft, devourers of men's blood, sacrifices of children. This is fucking common knowledge now.
And that movie,
Abramovich.
That movie that came out a couple years back with what's her name, Margot
Kidder.
The one that Will Smith fucked up.
Oh, Margot Robbie.
Yeah, her over Jada. Sorry, Jada would have been kicked anyway.
Man, that nigga tweaked on that one.
But yeah, her and Brad Pitt, and the movie was called Babylon.
Yeah, okay.
And it really shows you the underbelly of Hollywood, and it also shows you too how Hollywood never would have succeeded without Jake.
Yeah.
All right, and it was both Northern and Southern Kingdom that actually made Hollywood work because it was
All
Jake.
the best movies.
It was Jake Bank because when it was basically the movie takes place from the ending of silent movies into sound movies, and the reason the silent movie industry was so great is because of the bands that were paying the music for all those movies was Jake bands. Those weren't Edomite bands. Those were Jake that was doing all that music.
Yeah, it makes sense.
It was doing the music for the silent movies. Yeah. All right, and Brad Pitt was having a hard time because as a silent actor he was great. As an actor he was horrible. His fucked up voice. Right. So he just couldn't pull it off. It's like his voice didn't match his face.
That's crazy.
You know, and he ended up committing suicide. Meanwhile, Margot, she transferred over very well.
Yep.
But it took you to some dark places because what's that little weirdo, Toby Maguire? Yeah, so, and it took you to the underground weird shit that was going on in the mansions and, literally in the underbelly of Hollywood. Even on the sets, they had tunnels and shit that went way down underground. There was shit going on down there.
That shit wild.
All right, it had some big dude that was grabbing rats out of a bucket and eating them raw.
Yeah, that shit was.
It was just some crazy.
What's the name of this movie?
Babylon. It's called Babylon. It's a must-see movie, bro. It's a must-see movie, and it's showing you everything that we've been saying and everything that Kanye said. All right, who was controlling that and who was behind that?
Yeah, because Kanye really was just having a tantrum. He was just spilling all the beans.
He won't get the money.
It wasn't the money. They did something. They probably did something to piss him off.
Well, he explained it because he wasn't gonna be able to control his kids.
Right.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that's what it turned all about. That was about. He couldn't. They would, his kids were part of the sacrifice.
Part of the contract,
All right, and maybe he went down with that part. There was maybe Kim signed some shit.
Right.
Who knows? But he was like, no, fuck that, not my kids, and no, nigga, your kids.
You can have my mama.
You a built right.
Not my kids. My nigga, your kids too, nigga.
Yeah.
But hey, look, he probably didn't. He probably was thirsty to get rich. And fuck
he said it in the song. He said it on stage. I sold my soul. It was a crappy deal. At least it came with some toys like that. Now that lion is hunting them.
I ain't feel sorry for his mama because mama the one that got him into that world and shit. So,
that bitch was old as hell getting her titties done, man.
Yeah.
She died on the damn surgery table. Old ass freak.
Making her titties young again, have some young dudes keeping them in her mouth.
She was getting a
Wow, I didn't know that was the deal.
You get on Bill Carter's renewed.
Go ahead,
This is to quote the elder brother Yawana. This is Wisdom of Solomon chapter 12 verse 3. It says, "For it was thy will to destroy by the hands of our fathers both those old inhabitants of thy holy land." We're talking about those weird ass Canaanites, those Africans. All right. It says, "Whom thou hatest for doing most odious works of witchcrafts and wicked sacrifices, and also those merciless murderers of children and devourers of man's flesh and feasts of blood. It says, with their priests out of the midst of their idolatrous crew, and the parents that killed with their own hands souls destitute of help.
Wow.
What was that?
This is Wisdom of Solomon 12.
That's heavy, bro.
3 to
And
6.
that was them damn Hamites, man.
They still, they still into that shit.
Oh, that movie Castaway with the fucking ball. Goddamn.
To hell with the movie.
Frazzle drip.
The frazzle drip, because that ball represented that kid that they ripped his face off.
Hillary.
It was Castaway with which you should have got the part. You should have got the part, bro. But Wilson, right? The ball Wilson.
Yeah.
That was them making fun of that fucking kid that Hillary Clinton and the old girl. What's that one bitch?
Abramovich.
Yeah, no, it was another bitch. It's like she look Hispanic or something. She's in politics too. But her and Hillary Clinton fucking fucked up this kid, ripped her face off. Even the FBI agents, they were saying like one of them was throwing up watching the fucking film, man.
Wow.
You know, it's called frazzle drip, and that ball, that face on that ball represents that kid that they fucking mutilated, man.
Yeah. And then
they was making fun of it. Oh, Jay-Z had a shirt with the same symbol.
They had that clothing line with the fucking logo, and it was that same bloody face, and that was of a small child, man. That, like
That's
you said,
utterly
they
disgusting, bro.
Yeah. No,
That
these
shit
people
disgusting,
are sick,
man.
man. These people are fucked up, man.
That Abramovich bitch, they had these spirit.
The Aaron Abramovich?
Yeah.
Spirit
cooking.
Spirit cooking.
Now they say it's not real human shit, but they make it look human. You still sick. Why would you want to even fake eat human shit? Like, that don't make sense.
Why would you serve it with a bottle of red wine? Just the
With some fava, baby.
some right. Some damn cheese and shit.
Talk about
Tell them about the gun line, boss.
Oh yeah. Speaking about the Epstein file, so there's an excerpt where they talk about George Bush Sr. and what took place on the yacht. The motherfucking they say they had this this little Jake boy. They call him an African boy. Most likely he was Jake, and they took turns clapping him, raping him, and then afterwards they cut his feet off with a sword, and then they cut his intestines open.
Yeah, I heard it.
And pulled his intestines out and ate his intestines filled with shit.
Oh.
So these people are
But that be
vile, man.
And that be a part of
that was read right out of the Epstein files.
Yes.
Yeah, so I saw that. Yeah, so they and your sitting president and all his constituents and all these celebrities that you like and all these people who are making these rules to try to silence speech, they're all in on it.
Yeah.
Hey, but we're terrorists though, Elder.
They're all in on it. Yeah, exactly.
Young black men in America is the problem.
Look at me. I went to attack in some way.
But this goes into the scriptures that say the veil that was cast over all nations. Like the Lord is lifting that veil. And all Esau shit is getting exposed. All this weird.
I was just about to say that. Somebody get that Isaiah.
Right. All his weird freaky deaky shit, and really all that shit going to sexual magic. That's his magic, weird magic he deal with, all right, to keep them what they feel like is keeping them in power. When really you just being wicked, because for one, you don't need to do none of that. The Lord gave this shit to you. He already gave it to you.
So
you just wicked. You just wicked. You don't need to do all this.
He likes to inflict.
He like to do this
pain.
shit.
Likes to make. He just gets off on it.
He likes to do
the earth is already giving it to you.
The rituals, the rituals just and all the other weird shit you talking about, your satanic shit, nigga, you didn't have to do none of that. Nigga, it just reveals on how wicked you really are.
I just like the
Lord got to get rid of him. Well, that's why the Lord got to get rid of him. Y'all mentioned earlier about how he eventually gonna be the dung that gets flushed down the toilet. And it's well deserved, man.
Well deserved.
This is the worst horrible nation of people that ever existed on earth.
That's
right. Damn devil, man.
That's right.
Come, this is Psalms 5 and 5. The foolish shall not stand in thy sight. Thou hatest all workers of iniquity. Thou shalt destroy them that speak leasing. Yahweh will abhor the bloody and deceitful man. All right, and Esau is that bloody and deceitful man. He spills blood on a greatest level, man. And now, and it's just like, you got these people saying that America is broken and blah blah blah, and it's broken, and we gotta, no, it's not. All for all you Americans who have supported your country and supported what they've been doing abroad. What Americans are now experiencing is the same thing that all your elected and non-elected officials have been inflicting on the people of the world, all right, in the taking of their heritages, in the taking of their resources, all right. Some man just admitted that I forget his name. I was watching a video on the way here. I can't recall his name, so Salakia. But he basically admitted that the Mossad and CIA are behind the upheavals in Iran. There's video of Israeli Mossad agents with Israeli weapons on the streets of Iran, handing out weapons and shooting protesters. And then so they're saying, and so Trump is making a statement that we got to go over here and save them and bring them democracy. When it's Trump's policy that set all that shit off in the first place. It was your sanctions that set it off in the first place, and then you sent these agents of death over there to be what do we call them, agent provocateurs, right? To excite this into what it's into, man. Esau is just a bloody, deceitful man, and what you got to understand is that they call them economic hitmen. What's happening is now that it's turned internally. That's what ICE is. That's right. So America's not broken. The system is working just the way it's supposed to, and now you Edomites are afraid because Edomites are dying in the streets now. A white woman and a white man have died at the hands of officers of the law, just straight put to death, and treated like niggas. And now you're worried about it, but you didn't have those issues when it was being done to the Negroes and Latinos and natives here in America, and you definitely didn't have that worry or cared when it was being done to the other citizens of the planet. But now that same wicked apparatus has turned inward on its own. They opened up Obama's concentration camps, and they're calling them concentration camps. Okay? That shit is for you. What do you think it's for? Message.
That bitch got on there and lied, said that man approached him, was violent, had a gun on him.
They planted it.
They played the video clip above it of what was the news exposed them for this bullshit. Had what she was saying with the actual footage of what happened completely opposite. He simply recorded, there's no gun. They got aggressive to him. All right, they showed all this. They treated you like a nigger. Put a whole false narrative out there and justified him getting his ass murked.
And now they caught up behind that, and they want to throw Stephen Miller, little funny looking ass, under the bus now. All right, and it turns out man, he was so voiceful. I thought Christy Nome was under him. She's actually over him. All right, she said, "Well, I was just because when she got called out for what you just said, getting caught in those lies, she was like, well, I was just following Stephen's orders." All right, so now they're in behind this incident because now it just looked extra bad. They killed a white woman, but she was, alphabet lifestyle. So, you killed a white male.
You can't cover this enough. The bitch, she tried to pull off. You can get away with that.
She turned away from him too. He ran in front of the vehicle, and when he shot, why you think they ain't showing no autopsy or a body? The shots was in the side of her face, not in the front. That means if you shoot me in the side of the face, that means you're over here. Yeah. You're not in front of the vehicle.
They can still play with that narrative. This one can't play with.
He was a nurse.
Yeah.
And then he was a nurse. Ain't nothing violent about a man nurse.
He's been saving and working with people in hospitals and shit like that.
He looked when you see him, he looked weak and soft. He didn't look like he was the warrior type to carry a gun. He didn't even look like the type.
He didn't have a gun.
Oh, okay.
No, he did. It was concealed. He never drew or brandished his gun. And he was a licensed concealed carry guy. He had his hat, and so he was standing there videotaping Another part of the story that they're not telling is that the woman that got pepper sprayed and pushed to the ground violently, he knew her. All right. So all he did was go over to help her up. He never approached them at all. He just because he pushed her, so it wasn't like he was trying to. He wasn't arresting this woman. He pepper sprayed her and pushed her to the ground, and he went over to help her. He never said a word to him, and when he helped her up,
he got on bullshit.
That dude just got enraged that how dare you help up if I just kicked the ass to the ground and sprayed in the face, and he sprayed them both again. All right. And then he got sprayed, and when he was like this, trying to cover his eyes, next thing you know, he started getting stolen. And he just started getting, and next thing you know, it was some nigga shit. Yeah. And next thing you know, they was pistol whooping him and putting the boots on him. Yeah. These are lawmen. Yeah. They whooping him like right. He was getting jumped in the game or some shit.
Rodney King got out there.
Hey, that's funny.
That nigga, they realized he was the ops.
Yeah.
That nigga the ops. Get that nigga.
Hey, what kind of American are you?
Right.
Hey, what kind of American are you?
Right. He said the wrong thing or something.
Yeah, what set you from?
He threw up the wrong set or something, bro.
Hey, but that's beautiful.
We not them kind of crackers.
Yeah.
And they started whooping him, bro.
Yeah.
They pistol whooping him, and all this shit is caught on film. And then you saw the dude take the gun and run away. He's unarmed, and then the other dude just dump on him in his back while he. Yeah, it was like it was a gas station brawl, bro.
Yeah, you the new niggas now. See, you're a nigger now. Nigga, you're a nigger now. How's it feel to be a nigger? See,
then they put on the TV a complete and lie, and the whole world saw it. Just like you said, St. Benji. They spun a narrative that everybody's looking at the tape like, nah, nigga, that ain't what happened. So what did that do? That made your citizens not trust you even more so than they already don't, and it made the rest of the world basically they're clapping at you. Yeah. They're looking at you sideways, man. They shall narrowly look upon thee. All right? Yeah. And that's what they're doing. They narrowly look upon thee. And saying, is this the man? You exposed, man.
It's time for you to drink now. Like it says in Lamentation, it says, drink now, drink that cup now. See, what we're watching is him take a couple sips, man. And he don't like it. No, I don't like it. No, nigga, sit down.
That ain't even a sip. That's a drop.
Oh, it's a drop.
Niggas been dealing with this shit. Niggas been dealing with this shit for hundreds of years. Right. You getting the taste. Hey, you living the paycheck to paycheck. All right. Your women going to the enemy for help. God damn it. Been dealing with this shit. Our women been selling us out. God damn it. Now your women doing it. God damn it.
Well, you reap what you sow.
Right. The curse is on your ass, nigga.
I have precept.
Go ahead, brother.
This Isaiah 32:5. The vile person shall no one be called liberal, nor the churl said to be bountiful. All right, Esau has had this image of light going on for a while now, like it says in the scriptures. Satan made himself as an angel of light. The world looked at Americans and the Edomites as God. All right, but that's changing now. For the vile person will speak villainy, and his heart will work iniquity, to practice hypocrisy and to utter error against the Lord, to make empty the hungry, and it will cause the drink of the thirsty to fail. All right.
You know how many videos are floating around with Edomites saying, and certain northern kingdom. I've seen lots of videos where they're saying, "Damn, black people been telling us the whole time."
Yeah.
They've been, they said they've been telling us the whole time.
In the peppers.
Yeah. And so people are really starting to see it. And just like with them arresting Don Lemon, what did he say a couple years back? He said white men are the problem. And that's exactly what it is. And I knew that eventually they was gonna get him for that. I said he ain't get away with that. They gonna get his ass eventually. And now they got him. All right. And he on the alphabet team too. You know? So but yeah, and it's true. It's true. All right, but this is Jeremiah 49:10. It says, "But I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself."
And can I make a quick point?
Go ahead, brother.
And you becoming better, all right? This goes with Habakkuk. All right, your glory, that shameful spewing. The world is hating you. Obadiah, you're despised. And the chief of Esau are you fucking Jewish rats, man. All right, and the world is speaking against you. The world is saying what you. The world is declaring that justice needs to be had for you in Palestine,
including many of your own. I got a video that I'm sitting on right now that I do intend to do a lesson on. I probably will do it on critical race historical facts, not theory.
Message.
But it's of a rabbi. It's of a Jewish rabbi historian. Shitting on, the big H hoax. Okay.
Oh shit! The hologram.
He's the hologram. Yeah. He said he's calling it the most successful deceit that ever happened in history.
Yeah. So much information is coming out about that shit. A motherfucker just broke.
And this is a rabbi.
Yeah.
Okay. Mind you,
they own going into it. I just learned what the word means. It was a sacrifice and get the land. The nigga with the little mustache the whole time, he was in cahoots. He made it clear this is on public record. He wanted to establish that land of Israel for them himself. He wanted them to get that land. This is all the setup.
Wow.
And that word,
maybe that makes sense why we've been seeing deniers doing all this stuff.
Yeah.
With people who bear the double likeness in the SS symbols.
Yep.
Why they've been working in cahoots while they're in ICE together.
And that H word was sacrifice. And that was the whole thing. They were sacrificing their own, basically.
Yeah.
So they can get this land. Get some empathy from the rest of the world, some sympathy, whichever one.
Yep.
All right, but this is already planned. You can look this up, regular information. It was already proposed from Hitler that let's get them this land here, which is what they fucking wanted.
You think this is a real Quaid?
Let me get this real quick.
The whole hologram.
This is the etymology of the word hollow, sacrificed by fire. Okay. This is the etymology of the word Holocaust, sacrificed by fire, burnt offering.
Right. Yeah, that's why I just learned that.
I just learned
it. They broke it down. These are the heathen. They took on themselves.
Yeah, and like I said, and I have a video
that shit crazy
of a rabbi going into it, breaking it down. He said that it was the biggest, and I'm not gonna say the word, but he said that that particular event that took place in World War II was the most successful hoax that we ever pulled off.
Wow.
He said it.
Wow.
It's coming out more about all the millions of Christians that they killed, Russians.
Oh yeah,
all this shit.
The 60,
that's coming out more.
Look, what that one of those modern wars when they were in Russia fighting. That's what that was.
Right.
That was when you were in one of those. It was one of those modern warfare games, which took you through the whole Bolshevik. That it took you through all that when they were killing,
crazy.
when they were fighting in Russia. That's what that was, and that was what was happening. And they killed 60 million plus Christians.
60 million.
60 million Christians were killed by the Khazar deniers. Right, million. And then they turned around and cried about a number that 6 number, which has more holes in it than Swiss cheese, because I remember way back when Batak was in the camp, we had a Jewish almanac from 1939, and that almanac said that there were almost 2.9 million of them, of this particular group of people in that region. So I'm looking at this and I'm like, so damn, almost 2.9 million. So it's like, well, shit. Well, he be all up under you know. He do that. But if it's almost 2.9 million, then how did 6 die? I'm just saying, it does the math not make it. And that was from one of their own sources from the time period. Solid, we had it. Okay. Yeah, it was from an almanac from 1939. a Jewish almanac, and that's what it said. Almost 2.9 million of them. I'm like, well, then where are they getting this number from?
Hey,
you know,
the Havara transfer agreement, the Havara agreement, that was 1933's version, where they can go to Palestine and purchase German goods to swap their money out there.
So the facts surrounding that whole event has been very muddy, and basically, Germans have took the low on that one.
I mean,
collectively, when a lot of them are actually the same people, and we know about the lineage of the dude with the little mustache, and we know about his lineage, and his lineage was exactly what he supposedly was. Against. So anyway,
right, and they found pictures of him standing next to a J-ish girl, smiling and shit, cheesing. Motherfucker had resorts and shit, tennis courts, swimming fucking pools, man.
The scriptures say he's the anointed cherub that covers.
Right.
This dude Mo. He's the original master of disguise.
He's
man.
master. we saw both the Running Man old and new, both the great movies, and they both show you how. If you can lie about something that happened yesterday to the whole world, how much easier is it to lie about something that happened 50 years ago? Right. It happened 100 years ago. It happened 200 years ago. Nigga, you lied about what happened yesterday on national TV. All right? You lied. Because the people that were there and that experienced it, they looking at the story like, what the fuck? Huh?
Right. I'm here to lie.
They doing modern day Mandela effect type stuff.
Yeah.
Make you seem like you're crazy. They're like, no,
bro. I got a video, another one. I think
Sinbad made that movie.
I think I did do it in the He definitely made that. I think I did use it in a lesson, but in this video, it's got a Israeli girl, and you see the Israeli girl, and she's playing a news story. And it's showing her dead. She died in some attack and shit. And she's like, "Hi, I'm right here." What?
I saw that.
That shit. She was like, "What the fuck?" Yeah. She looking at herself dead on TV.
Yeah, I remember that. That was recent.
Yeah, it's recent. And she's like, "Oh no, this in her language. Not true. I'm right here.
I'm alive."
Right. And so people will see that and get it. Oh, this. And she was, pretty girl. So people see it and get enraged and be mad. They want blood. They want revenge and all shit. And she's like, "I'm right here." So these people lie, and instantly, what happened today, what happened yesterday, how much easier is it to lie about what happened yesteryear?
Get your favorite scripture.
That's why
lies. They are. They are forgers of lies, man.
That's why Scripture says the Lord's going to destroy him with the spirit of his mouth and the brightness of his coming, man.
Get that.
That's
the Second Thessalonians. Go ahead and get it, brother.
Yeah.
Because we're gonna get it a wrap. Somebody get that that Job 13:4, man. Because these people, they're just forgers of lies, man. Get the Psalms 58:3 too, man. Every time they open their mouth, shit falleth from it.
I got it right here.
A lie.
Yep. It says 2 Thessalonians 2:8, and then shall that wicked be revealed, whom Yahweh shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming.
And the spirit in his mouth is the prophets.
It is prophets, and them chariots, what you keep calling UAPs and UFOs, they coming for that red ass, man. All right? They coming for you, and they've already showed you that your weapons can't do anything against them.
Can't do nothing.
Okay.
Nothing.
Read that next and last scripture.
Psalms 58:3. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies.
Yeah, it is, man.
As soon as they be born, they speaking lies. So he's been lying about everything for the last fucking 5 years.
Ever since the Lord created him.
Hey, I get that.
Since the serpent.
Yeah, the first lie he told was that he don't know where his brother is.
Thou shalt not die. You know, from the tree, thou shalt not die.
Yeah, but he can't.
Yeah.
Can I? Bible shot?
Right, ever since that Renaissance, he came back into power. He just been lying. Straight from the late 13, early 1400s, he just been lying all the way to the end.
He ain't never stopped lying.
He ain't never stopped.
It's a wicked and wild wind that blew down the doors that let me in. What's that song? Viva la Vida?
This is John 8:44. Ye are of your father devil, and the lust of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning. Who was that talking about? Cain. And abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him.
There it is. So if we get mad, then you have to remind yourself spiritually that Edom is just doing what Edom is supposed to do. Right? He's doing what he's doing. He can't, you can't make a snake not be a snake.
Right.
You can't make a scorpion not be a scorpion. Right. I don't care how much you feed him and take care of him. If you're not paying attention and you put your hand there, he gonna sting your ass.
Why you sting me?
Right? You like, think I'm a scorpion. That's what I do.
I couldn't help myself.
Right? Some more to that.
Yeah, it say when he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own.
Hey, Rala, because scriptures say, wicked was created for the evil.
Yeah.
He's been chosen by the Lord to play that role.
And he doing a goddamn good job.
Yeah, man, hand claps.
Hand claps.
He get the award.
Right?
He's been the best devil that the devil. Nobody could have played that role.
No, hell no.
He's been the best devil, the best deceiver, the best murderer, the best rapist, all of that.
And we're gonna be in 1,000 years. We're gonna be the best. Having our foot sideways up his fucking ass.
You're the best. The sideways foot award.
We're gonna do the best, fucking them up for 1,000 years.
Right. And this scripture also proves that the devil is a man. It don't say it's referring to Esau as Edom as the devil. It's not referring to the spiritual entity. All right, as being a devil. Is referring to Esau as being a devil.
Is this the man?
Is this the man?
Right. Hey, so with that, man, we're gonna give all praises, all honor and glory unto
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash,
Kwam Yasharala,
Kwam Yasharala, Babu Ball.
You're the best around.